seconds remaining.
Hello everyone in Dota TV and on
Reserve
BTS2. We are live. We're here with the lower bracket round 1 of Dragon Slayers, or Dragneel,
Radiant
as they're
team
known,
pick.
up against Friendship, Dedication, and Love. Winter, do you believe in the power of friendship? Welcome. Good morning.
Power of friendship. I believe the power of love.
Love, okay.
Yeah.
So not friendship, but love. Love will,
Love and
love will conquer,
dedication.
conquer all.
Friendship is like a very
5 seconds
questionable thing sometimes.
It's a questionable attribute to have in a team.
Yeah.
Friendship can blind you, perhaps.
Yeah.
Reserve
Sometimes
time.
because of friendship, you make the wrong decision.
But love, you can never go wrong.
Well, you still can go wrong.
You can
with
go
love,
wrong. You can go even more
Yeah.
wrong.
but I trust love more.
I speak for the
And dedication is all your own
Dire
effort.
team pick.
Okay.
So, in terms of those three, dedication is probably the thing that you should put the most faith on.
All right. Dedication is required attribute, I guess, to have as a Dota player.
Your own effort.
Radiant
You have
team
to have
pick.
good effort.
It's the one thing you have control in is your own actions, and that's where if you're dedicated, you have full control of that. When it comes to friendship, love, someone else has to play along. You know, you can't count on everyone else. Winter.
Oh, I can count on you.
Good. Yep.
Since
I'm
ya-
here. I'm here to.
I can't count on Lumi.
I'm here to stand in and make sure things go smoothly
5
here with
seconds
Americas.
remaining.
We've got first few picks coming out. As far as the NA scene goes, some familiar faces as far as the NA in-house
Dire
and just
team back.
kind of pro scene goes. We've got
Huh?
Mason, the carry.
Mason? Where's
Mason the carry. He's fantastic damage on the Dragneel
Why
side.
can't they just use their names?
You tell me, Winter. Why can't they? You're the pro player here.
What?
10 seconds remaining.
Do you use your name when you're playing every single time?
Yes.
5
Every single match
seconds
you've ever
remaining.
played.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
All right, viewers out there,
Reserve time.
find a game where he did not do that. I'm sure one exists. So you're a responsible, dedicated pro player, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Responsible, dedicated, and passionate.
Okay.
Radiant
Why
team
is it so
back.
weird? Earth Spirit first ban, and then we have Doom not first picked.
KYH plays a very good Earth Spirit from the games I've been catching, and it's been one of their kind of go-to. Which year were we saying wasn't picked? Sorry, was
Doom is not first
Doom?
picked.
10
Yeah.
seconds
They
remaining.
first picked Prophet. Dragon Slayers picked Slaughter, Bat Rider.
5
Mhm.
seconds remaining.
Then they picked Doom. So apparently they don't really
Yep.
care so much about Doom. I mean,
Reserve
Slaughter is
time.
good versus Doom. Some ways because of the armor.
Yep.
Doom has pretty terrible armor. And Bat Rider is also a hero that's
good against Doom.
good against
perhaps?
Doom
You
because
can-
you want to initiate on him first before he dooms anyone. So
So perhaps they shouldn't have second picked Doom, or
I still like
Fine.
Doom though. Doom is great. You can
He's a
put
good
him on a
hero.
position 4.
Yeah.
The enemy can have 3 heroes, 4 heroes that counters Doom, but you're just a support and you laugh at them.
and both teams pretty flexible. Prophet can go safe lane, can go off lane. Slaughter we've seen mostly in the safe lane, but also a few teams here and there running him off lane. Flexible picks.
Dire team back.
So does this team actually do like bad mid, Slaughter safe lane or Slaughter off lane more?
They are most likely to run Slaughter safe lane and Bat in the off lane. HFN, I haven't personally seen him play Bat Rider in any of these games. He's been
10
more on the
seconds remaining.
So
more flashy mid.
Mason will be playing the Slaughter.
That-
5
Fantastic.
That's my
damage.
guess, but we'll find out.
Fantastic
Does
damage.
Slaughter do fantastic damage?
Yes.
Reserve
Okay.
time.
M damage
Amp damage is fantastic damage.
for your teammates,
Okay.
not you.
What kind of mid do you want to pick with a Slaughter?
Oh, typical.
Wind Ranger?
Yeah, normal is Wind Ranger or TA. Those are the 2 normal ones.
They actually banned out the lifesteal, so they're thinking that maybe FDL. They're not thinking what I'm thinking about the lanes.
So they're thinking Bat Rider mid or Slaughter
Radiant
mid.
team back.
They are, or Bat jungle. I don't
Bat
think I don't
jungle?
think you second pick Bat to send him jungle. I don't
What?
think you picked Bat to send him jungle really at
Haven't
all.
seen them that in ages. Bat jungle. Last time I saw it was probably
10
just
seconds
Vichy.
remaining.
Yep.
FY doing some greedy jungle. Bat
5
Rider.
seconds remaining.
Usually it's not a great idea. Usually.
Alright.
Reserve time.
Bans onto the puck and the Crystal Maiden from Dragon Slayers. Last
Why is
ban-
it Dragneel when it's Dragon Slayers?
Why is it EG when it's Evil Geniuses?
Oh, that's the short form.
Yeah, I know.
This
I-
one
I
doesn't
should've-
make sense.
I don't know. I actually don't have a good answer for you. You'd have to ask. It sounds like a clairvoyance name. Sounds like something he would come up with. It's probably from an anime.
Probably from an anime.
Dire
That is
team
According to Mr. Parker here.
my deduction leads me to believe that this is an anime name. You have clairvoyance and Mason on the same team. It's probably an anime name.
Okay.
I'm not a resident
I don't
anime expert.
I don't see Jackie Mao, but oh, it is a
team pick.
oh, Wepa said it's an anime name. What?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So confirmed anime name. Oh, Winter, you don't want your computer to restart.
10
Postpone? You want to
seconds
postpone by
remaining.
more than 10 minutes? So
Oops.
Winter gets a little pop-up saying, updates have
5
completed. Do you want to
seconds
restart your
remaining.
computer now? He's like, okay, let's postpone. 10 minutes postpone. When you got to select, what, like 4 hours or
Reserve
24
time.
hours or whatever it is. Come on, Winter. You're going to be getting asked to restart
My
again
bad.
soon.
But Disruptor was a pick that
Dire
was
team
really,
pick.
really popular yesterday and the first day,
Mhm.
especially in the China region. Every game Disruptor is picked
Yep.
when there's no Lion, like Lion, Disruptor, can't remember the other one. But Lion and Disruptor are mostly the premier lane
10
supports.
It's great for, like you
remaining.
say, for laning and also for punishing. We saw, like, Empire at the
Glimpse.
replay
5
do really well with it.
seconds remaining.
Track, Glimpse, whatever, Slaughter, Amp damage, Glimpse, Vision.
Yep.
It's all about the Vision game.
Reserve time.
Well, Bane, the answer for FDL. Not really an answer to a disruptor by any means, but at least going to be their support option.
Can be the annoying hero that roams and, camps mid. It's a bit different from the Disruptor. Disruptor is a babysitter
Mhm.
mostly in the safe lane.
But if Doom's going jungle, do you want your Bane sitting mid, or do you rather
Oh,
him
yeah.
just help out the safe lane?
If it's, yeah, correct, that's Doom Jungle. I forgot about the Doom Jungle. And I'm not sure if this team actually runs Doom safe lane. Haven't seen that in, I mean, Prophet safe lane.
Mhm.
Because we saw that from a lot from, I think, Empire. They do it on Ramses sometimes. It doesn't mean that it's going to be on Afterlife all the time, so not sure if other
Radiant
teams
team pick.
do that too.
So here we go. HFN's hero for the mid lane, Queen of Pain most likely.
Yep, just great lanes
Yep.
in general. They're very good, strong lanes. Slada, Queen. I think it's most likely gonna be Bat off lane, like you mentioned. Slada safe lane. Give Slada the blink first because Bat can
10
jungle
seconds remaining.
and Slada can't.
Yeah, Slaughter doesn't keep up in farm. Like
And it's
a-
better
5
to
seconds
have
remaining.
more items on Slada than Bat. I mean, as a core position,
Mhm.
Bat doesn't need
Reserve
that much
time.
compared to Slada.
Are there any kind of fighting carries for FDL that you'd like to see them draft because they're against Slaughter?
Slug.
Slug? Yeah.
But Slug is not so great against Disruptor, but it's good against the Bat and the Slada.
If it's good against the other carries, I think
Hmm.
it's still merit in picking it. You can just go BKB as your second item too.
Yep, against Disruptor, you have to go BKB. No other choice.
We'll see if that's going to be what they want to grab for Bisa.
Not the first item, but probably the second item.
Ooh. They had this
Dire team bad.
Oh, I
in
don't
their
actually
last game.
like this pick too much.
I think it's like a comfort kind of pick. So their last game, it was a Death Prophet Medusa draft.
Now, usually Death Prophet, you pick it in tandem. You pick her in tandem with a lot of big team fights. Right now, their
10
heroes are
seconds remaining.
not exactly big team fights. They're good at pick off. Bane and Doom
5
are single
seconds
targets,
remaining.
so they're looking to have Prophet split the map and then they
Radiant
find pickoffs.
team
But right now
down.
with the Death Prophet, they're looking to group up with, so they're taking a different direction it seems. And the Slug ban from Dragneel.
Yep.
Like I mentioned, the carry that's particularly good versus the Slada and the Bat.
10 seconds
Do you think
remaining.
there's any chance they pick the Medusa again to go with the Death Prophet? Because
Yeah, they just need a
5
tank,
seconds
mostly.
remaining.
well, Medusa is probably about as tanky as they come for safe lane carries.
Reserve time.
Who's tankier than Medusa?
Is Brave King considered more tanky because you have two lives?
Two lives, perhaps.
10 seconds
Some
remaining.
people would say so.
5 seconds
Oh.
remaining.
Let's see what they're going to go for
I
here.
mean, Medusa is good because not only he's tanky, but because of the ultimate.
Radiant team
Against
pick.
Slaughter, it
Yeah,
helps a lot.
it's really good.
They haven't got the best kind of setup for it. Like we've seen a lot of teams. I saw a couple Medusa games where I was picked up with the puck yesterday.
Yeah, but the
by-
issue I have with if they finish their draft with Medusa, they don't have good initiation. It's like just a Bane
10
sleep and grip.
seconds remaining.
There's no stun, like they need some sort of way
5
So get the
seconds
Wraith King.
remaining.
Yes!
Dire
I love
team
I was just saying that they're going to get the Wraith King and they grab the Wraith King. It's happening.
Yeah, I mean
Nice.
2 lives.
Yeah.
You said some people would consider 2 lives tanky, yeah.
Alright. That's good. That works. IO last pick for Dragneel. It's a good IO game. It's kind of like Navi, like where you have the IO co-op in the mid lane where you can just crush the opposing mid and put a lot of pressure on them.
I think that's the first Wraith King I've seen. For the games that I've actually casted. Oh! Hey, Lumi! What's up, Lumi? Lumi's back, guys.
Prepare
Supposed
for
to be
battle.
casting this game with me and Parker, being a nice guy.
Yeah, thank you.
Standing in.
Yeah, thank you for Parker. My Ferrari is a little bit late to pick me up, so
Your fir-
I literally had a Ferrari coming in to pick me up,
Okay, that must be, you know,
or
Greg-
or a
Greg?
very.
that must be Greg,
Yeah,
right?
Greg has a very nice looking sports car.
So we were talking about the lineups and you just popped up after the last pick.
Yeah, Rave King. Really like it. Haven't seen it for a while.
Should be the first time. I'm not sure if it's the first time, but for me, I've not seen the Wraith King.
I
In the
found Rave
last
King
few days.
completely unplayable, like in the last patch,
Unplayable.
because you have so many invokers running around, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
Last patch, like
Huh.
this patch,
30
it's a new
seconds
beginning
to
for the king.
That's why they banned the Invoker.
Actually, is he a king anymore? He's just like a knight, right?
It's Wraith King. Wraith King.
Okay.
Come on, Lumi. Wraith King.
I still think he's like the skeleton king, you know? Now he's just like a guy with a sword.
Alright. Call him whatever you want, Lumi. He's the Wraith King.
Sure. I prefer skeleton king. I'm old school like that.
The battle begins.
So 1 rune apiece. What do you think about the lineups? Do you like it?
I like Dire's lineup much more. I really like the setup with relocate and burst ganks, but with that said, on the Radiant side, they have a Wraith King, right? So
Yeah, their lineup is like pretty weird. I mean, I mentioned I was talking to Parker before. They need a hero that can stun, like lockdown for. Otherwise, you pop DP ulti, everyone's just running away.
yeah.
They didn't have much lockdown.
I mean, that's what the Slaughter and Bat and
Can-
the Glimpse are for, I guess.
Yeah, but for FDL, they only have Wraith King and what Fiend's Grip. So
Oh, you're saying
I'm-
FDL
yeah, I'm
needs to
talking
be.
about FDL.
Yeah, so with that said, I think Wraith King needs to get an early blink.
Yeah, for sure. This game,
Yeah. Sometimes
but players have been, you know,
going armlet first.
armlet trained on most of the strength heroes.
Okay.
But I do agree. I favor the blink, but maybe not as a first item.
Yeah, armlet first is fine. I've even seen like Slaughter and Safe Lane go armlet and then blink.
Yeah, armlet
But
blink seems good.
Eventually, you need to get it. This queen is actually getting wrecked in lane.
Huh.
CC's
I remember. Who was it? I was watching the other series. China. It was a China game. Queen was actually beating the Death Prophet very, very handily in 1v1 matchup. No support has been disrupting the lane. And I remember someone saying as well. I think it was during ESL Manila. Like Queen should beat Death Prophet because you have better animation.
Okay.
And he can't really abuse Spirit Siphon on you because you can blink away.
Yep. Well, at least not offensively.
Yeah.
Like if Queen blinks in for the kill and miscalculates, and you get the Siphon
Okay,
on you.
Queen
like
is going on.
that-
Going on to DP.
Yeah.
Level
This
2 Siphon.
There you go. That's what I mean, right? Like, went for the kill, don't
Oh!
necessarily get it, and now in a lot of trouble. Don't
Oh my God,
die.
he's screwed.
But this is what I mean, right? Like, if you blink in and you miscalculate on a Seer Siphon, like you could be in
I
trouble.
mean, Prophet has TP. He just. Oh dear.
So they basically miss a kill opportunity, right? That could have been first blood for Prophet at least.
Yep, because the Queen already blinked, so
Yeah.
that was actually a first blood. Just Prophet just TP in.
Yeah, I wonder if Prophet was like really deep in the lane that moment, because if he was in front of Disruptor, then yeah, sure, he could have technically
Yeah, but
teleported.
he had like 5 seconds to react to that.
Well.
He had more than enough time to.
We weren't looking there, so.
I was
really-
looking there.
You were looking there. All right. Good thing we have two sets of eyes, or at least 4, depending how you want to look at it. on the you know, Winter and Luffy cast. All right, Franz is back up here on the top lane.
Infernal Blade level 2.
Yeah. You were very happy the other day we seen another Doom kind of go for this build.
Yeah, it's I think it's very dependent on situation. Like sometimes having the Scorch Earth is better. If you are required to chase down targets, like if you're running to gank mid. I think there's no set build, you know. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna get Infernal Blade regardless on level 2.
Yeah, sure.
It's always an option.
I say
depending on
Doom is
situation.
actually quite versatile with this skill build. We even see like support Doom just going back to maxing Devour, if you want to play more of an economy game. So
Yeah, after maxing Scorch Earth, mostly. Scorch Earth will be max first, and then you have a choice of maxing Infernal Blade.
or the
Yeah, Devour after.
Yeah. I am surprised by the lack of movements on the FDL's part in terms of like, let's say at the bottom lane, they could just throw a stun and start making it go with the Prophet teleporting in. But for now, it seems like they're content just kind of taking a passive farm.
Oh, top lane.
Is he dead?
Prophet is the one getting gone.
Okay. Stun's are gonna hit on, but Prophet's gonna be the first one to die. The question is if Clairvoyance is gonna die. Good job saving the glimpse there. I don't think Franz is gonna be able to chase him down. Not with level 1 Scorch Earth, so good pick there.
Yep, that regen at top gone now. Arcane rune bottom. No one actually checked the 2-minute rune.
Yeah. I mean,
You tell me, any Dota.
look, I didn't want to go there, but
Dire's middle tower
Winter,
is under
the nicest of all the Asians.
Wow. So Asians are supposed to be nice.
I mean, we have to at least pretend to be nice.
Alright, so there's a big stack here. Bat Rider's not nice, he's gonna steal the stack.
Yeah.
It's gonna get slapped up by Stan King. Prophet already used his TP, so there won't be any +1 here.
Oh, actually, they're gonna make a go here. I think he'll be able to run away, but Nightmare's on the already on cooldown, 3 stacks.
Arcane rune, Bat Rider.
It's actually pretty sick. Mid lane, heard the ultimate going off, but looks like Clairvoyance was able to set up another kill. I don't think he'll die there. Actually, this Disruptor has been putting in a lot of work.
He got 2 kills earlier.
Yeah.
And yes, he even has a build where it helps him in the laning phase more. Like it's 2 points in Thunderstrike.
Yeah, Thunderstrike actually does a deceptively high amount of damage.
If you maxed it.
Yeah.
You got buff.
And obviously the cost is, you know, having a lower level of Glimpse, which is definitely your best spell. Here we go, Snake King's gonna get sprouted up, immediately flies out. He's gonna try to go to the right side and juke under the trees. A lot of burst damage coming his way. Can he make the juke? More trees giving vision. He's gonna go south, but well, yeah, trees are Prophet's friends. Hard to juke him into those.
So they finally get a kill with the Prophet rotation. He
Yeah.
missed 1 kill earlier in the mid lane, but now he gets a kill on the safe lane. They're actually not going to be able to transition this into a push. Usually, best case scenario, get a kill on off lane, try to push, but
Yeah.
it's not going to happen because they are not in their best condition. Brave King has no mana. Bane has to...
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Probably not gonna get a kill on him. No
Yep,
clips
Bane has
available.
no mana. Oh, he has a clarity.
Okay, never mind. Franz now gonna get chased down. Here comes the Bat Rider. 2 stacks of fire. More, well, 2 stack of napalm. Fire on top of him. No flame break available, I don't think. Meanwhile, the Wisp dies on the chase, so it's already a 0 for 1. And he's still trying his best to juke. Windlay's helping out, but not gonna be enough. Meanwhile, teleport out here from the Bane. So a clean kill here and there for Dire, but they do lose the Wisp.
They had like 4 heroes there. So basically, they had the numbers.
Yeah.
Numbers advantage, and Bane didn't have mana.
And Prophet was like, nah, I'm not gonna TP into this one.
So Slala's going for the armlet first. I hear another Sprout, but they're trying to spark.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're going for these kind of kills.
Like
It-
Bat Rider is the last person I think if you want to gank.
I mean, it worked last time because they had Bane,
Yeah,
right?
but if you look at their lanes, it's a Queen mid. Queen has Blink. Bat Rider is Firefly. Like
Yeah.
it's not that great of a game for Prophet to be making ganks.
Right. I mean, like now it's not so good. Like maybe earlier it was. So maybe it's better to focus more on the farm. Just jungle it up a bit.
Keep the lane to the Bane or the Doom or whoever that needs the levels.
Yep. So who do you think the first Tome of Knowledge is going to? Because normally there's one clear
Tomb
support.
of Knowledge.
Yeah, for the Radiant side. Considering
Oh,
that Bane and
That's
Doom.
early.
What?
2.5 minutes early.
I mean, you start thinking about it.
Oh, Blink. Queen of Pain blinks away. That's a smoke.
Okay, here comes the Doom. Are they gonna give him the sap? Yeah, sappy sap. Franz gonna come in. The Blaze actually, okay, the Blaze gonna come in, but the heal from the Wisp though, not gonna be enough. Here comes the TP in from the Slaughter on the backside here. A Flaming Lasso going up, but Franz in a lot of trouble as well, trying to outrun this. And, well, looks like the, actually getting a little bit HP back, not gonna be enough. Both of the Radiant heroes die to these kind of tower rushes. I'm looking at the King, and the King needs a blink, man. Join these fights.
The King.
Oh, which king? Snake King?
I'm thinking about snaking, but
Yeah, they're both the king.
confusing me. But he's going for armlet. It might be Midas. That's
Okay.
usually. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think that armlet should be the build for most of the strength cores that are in the safe lane nowadays.
Do you really think it's that 5 armor that made everybody start buying it again? Or do you think like people, quote unquote, kind of forgot about the item?
I mean, the 5 armor is definitely really good. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Oh, it's great this game.
yeah, it's a big buff I think for the item. It's a huge buff. And not to mention the meta has shifted towards like more tanky strength heroes.
Yeah.
You have a high ground that's harder to breach now.
Top
So
lane porting in is the Prophet.
he has
Not gonna
Quelling
go for
Blade,
yeah.
so he should be fine regardless, unless he gets doomed. I mean, overall, the state of the game right now is quite passive. It's gonna be Dragneel on the dire side gonna be more active because they're gonna be having the blink on the bat right now. So
Yep.
we'll see whether he makes a move.
He's
gonna
making a
go
move
top.
right now. It's going to blink top and should be a very, very easy kill. They even amp me up before the crush. No crush. Just a couple of right clicks. And Snake King's on a dominating streak, so we're going to see that 4-staff relatively soon. Here comes a counter gank from the Radiant side, but they don't really have the levels to... Well, I guess Doom is available. But the Bane is sorely lacking of level 6. So I guess that answers the question. I think he's going to be the one that's getting the tome. You know, I have tome of knowledge on quick buy. Before 10, it's just like,
Alright,
easy Doom.
CB gets stepped up.
Oh, they're going to save it. That's going to be a kill.
Okay, lags. So it's gonna give Lumi some time to talk about who deserves the Tomb of Knowledge.
Oh, now he's not 6, right? So he gets it. Whoever's
Man, I never talk about like Tomb of Knowledge ever in the games that I casted
really?
the first few days.
That's all I talk about. Because I'm a support player, man. I need that 400 experience. The thing I think about Tome that really changed support play is for certain supports like Bounty Hunter. Like, it makes that hero much easier to play.
If you're behind, right? Like,
Well, no, like, even in a normal bounty game, like, 10 minutes in, you're like 5.5 or 4.5, depending how successful your roam is.
and you tell your carry to buy you a tome.
No, you buy yourself. You don't
What if you don't have gold?
I mean, you wait 150 seconds, I guess. I guess you could tell your carrier to wait. But trying to, like, I think it's faster to gain your 150 gold through passive gold time than use that time to convince your carrier, because that's not happening.
What's wrong? Haven't you seen Jackie Mao? He buys wards for his supports.
Yeah, after he got like 20k gold. And Jackie Mao's actually one of the few players that would do that. That remember to do that, actually.
They will remember to do that.
Yeah.
huh?
A lot of core players, like, in a 2-hour game, they're like, oh, let me save 20k and make my bench buy wards.
Good luck if you're trying to convince an alchemist to do that. I
Yeah.
still have to buy agonyms for myself, for my team, and then I'll buy the Tomb of Knowledge.
Anyways, you were talking about the pace of game about to pick up here.
Yeah,
For
FDL has like not much tempo right now. Early game they have tempo because they have Bane and Doom. They're gonna roam the early game, but after that, mid game. Oh, I hear a stun bottom.
yeah, just trying to send a message to the quad, but Slaughter comes in, gets off the crush. He does have the second life, so this is actually a fairly dangerous dive they're making. They can focus down on the Wisp, and that's exactly what they do. Prophet looks to be teleporting in from the backside. Yeah, they should not lose any more people. The Blink's going to come out. There's no follow-up. Snake King's back in it. Snake King goes on MJW. Can they get the quick kill? That's the question. They have to burst damage. Crush is going to come in, and they do get another. This is where you, again, question the fact that FDL just does not have any type of catch.
No tempo.
No
And
follow-up.
whereas for Dragneel, they have two dagger heroes, Slaughter
Yeah.
and Bat. Obviously, Slaughter doesn't have his dagger now, because Bat, you don't want to get double daggers right away. You want to get one person having dagger and Slaughter going for the carry build, which is the armlet.
Yeah.
And then with the first dagger, they are creating tempo, so Slaughter can actually use that time to actually get his dagger later. So as the game gets to the point where Slaughter and Bat has blink, and then they have glimpse, it's going to be very, very scary. Right now they're making a smoke play. CV is already at level 6, so they want to fight with a static storm.
Okay.
And Wraith King doesn't have ulti.
They don't have lasso either, though.
Relocate.
So relocate straight up on the back here. It's going to hit on everybody. Sonic Wave on 2 or 3. Meanwhile, though, on the right side here, the Crush. The Sprout's actually pretty good on Franz. Franz in a terrible position. Is he going to survive? No, he's not going to. And here comes more chasing.
Look at them. They just have the initiation.
Yeah?
That's why it's easy for them to fight. Like, there's no way for FDL to react appropriately to that because you can't fight back. You don't have stuns. You don't have reliable AoE stuns. And it's just easy for Dragneel to play this type of engagement when they know that you're Wraith. Even if, say, for example, the Wraith King still has ultimate,
Okay.
doesn't change anything. They just still run in, they kill the other heroes, and then they kill the Wraith King.
So is this something that you could remedy in the item side, or is
Nah.
it more of a pick issue?
It's just the pick, the way they want to run their heroes. That's why I felt the death of a pick was weird. The other 4 heroes were fine. Like, I mean, they picked the death prophet in the fourth pick.
Okay.
They picked Bane, Prophet, and Doom first, and then they picked the death prophet in the 4th pick.
So-
and Wraith King last.
You're looking at something like a puck that could basically give you some sort of control early on.
Yeah, just like something that doesn't rely on fighting together too much.
Right.
That's just basically how the other heroes function. They're not gonna be able to fight together effectively. Like usually when you see a death proper draft work very well, it's with either I think Tide would be the easiest example for people to understand because you have that 5-man lineup. You group up and your support would be something like a Chen.
Sure.
It's an easy example so that you can get the point that I'm trying to bring up. So that's the armlet on Bean on the Wraith King done.
Well, FDL wants to take the fight to the dire side. Unfortunately, they smoke right under an observer ward and then
And
get
that's
scanned. So, yeah, they're not going to surprise anybody. But I think the idea is correct, right? Because when the fight is taken to them, they just lose the fight. The problem is, if they take the fight to the enemy's team, I don't think they could kill quickly enough.
It's not only that, they can't find the first move. They can't be the jumpers. It's very difficult. You're against Bad and Slaughter. So it's, I don't know, it's just a huge task for them. Oh, CV shows himself in mid lane. Like there's just way too many ways for Dragneel to actually initiate the fights. That's why it's easy. It's usually easier for the team that has multiple source of initiation to take fights because it's just, you don't rely on one guy. And for FDL, who are you actually relying on? The Bane at this stage?
I mean, I'm still looking at the King, but he's poor.
He needs a blink.
Yeah, Wraith King.
Before he gets a blink, it's tough for him.
I think it's also a decent idea for the...
Oh, here comes the fish. Slaughter.
I guess he wasn't watching there. Could not blink, and it looks like they're going to actually focus him down. Great crush. The Doom's going to follow up. They do get the 1 kill. No ultimate here on the King, so he's going to get brought down. Prophet trying his best to get the right click here against Disruptor. Disruptor does have the glimpse, not using it though. So he's going to get brought down. Meanwhile, the Bat Rider jumps to the right side. So pretty good trade for all things considered.
There was some questionable... he just... I don't know, man. He just like tried to walk in and he had blink.
Yeah, I think he was looking at a different portion of the map instead of his hero.
And he didn't even get like disabled, right? I don't know, man. Like that was just like very risky. The way he ran in and he wasn't like...
And he was sprinted too, I think.
Yeah. Usually when players are actually doing that, they will be a bit more cautious. They will like maybe slow down, like stay in the trees a bit.
Yep.
Like until they get a certain amount of vision. But he was just running in. I guess he was just like cocky because they won the last 2
They're
teams.
so ahead.
Yeah, they won the last 2 team fights. So he's like, there's no way. There's no way we lose this team fight. It's gonna be just very straightforward. But he got jumped first, and yeah, that's what I was mentioning before. Like, there's no way. It's very hard for FDL to get the first move. But in that fight, they got the first move.
Yep.
They killed the Slada. He got doomed.
So paint me a scenario where maybe 10 minutes down the line where FDL could maybe take fights on an even ground.
Oh, they need a lot more time.
Without Dragneel making mistakes. They need more time. They more items.
Maybe even the blink on. I would like a blink on Doom.
Okay.
So they get that, the first move I'm talking about.
And multiple ways to get it, right? Not just depending on
blink on Doom and blink on
on-
Wraith King.
yeah, okay.
But he's going Echo Saber. I mean it's still good on Wraith King. Can't really argue with that.
I mean, it's good if they're standing in place to let you hit them, right?
Yeah, that's why you need a blink.
Well, we'll see how that one works out for them.
Yep. And for the Doom, I think a good creep this game would be he has the pack leader's aura. I mean the critical strike.
Okay.
But I would actually like the ice armor too against the starter.
Sure.
For the Wraith King. It's pretty good. And ice armor for the Death Prophet as well. So
Speaking of Death Prophet, let's actually take a quick peek on what she's buying.
I mean, I guess it's standard.
Yeah.
Yields into Octocore. maybe a casual plate mill at some point against Spada.
Sure.
Go top
Top
lane.
lane. No
Yeah.
blink.
Yeah, this is what they should be doing. They have the Wisp. They're splitting up the map. But
Yep.
they're showing Disruptor mid.
Radiant structures are
Oh, Disruptor
fortified.
mostly just to defend the.
I actually prefer like the way this is set up. It's like the Disruptor is following like the core, and Bat and Queen are separated. So
Okay.
you know you make use of the farm. Like it's the same like Bat plus Disruptor you can also kill.
I agree with that, and I think Dragneel agrees with that too. Just they were just pushing a tower just now, so we'll probably see them.
Yeah, I mean just
Split
the
the farm.
overall way that you should place your heroes on the map with the relocate. Queen of Pain one lane, Bat of hiding or jungling, and Disruptor is following. Oh, I just crashed.
Okay. Well, you could look over to my screen.
Preparing to configure Windows. Please do not shut down your computer.
That still happens in 2016. Apparently it does. So talk to me about the Yule Scepter in this game. Obviously, it's good for dodging the Wraith King stun.
On Bat Rider?
No, on the Queen of Pain. Do you feel like since they're this ahead, maybe
They're
she
all getting used. Bat has a use too.
yeah, maybe they could have gone for a little bit more offensive of an item, like an Aghanim Scepter, for example.
Well, I think it's great versus like you mentioned, the Breaking Stun, the silence on TP, and obviously good to cancel Fiend's Grip.
Right.
So there's a lot of usage.
Now top lane fights breaking out here. Bad Rider looking for the initiate, not gonna find anybody. Here comes the king, but no catch whatsoever. He's walking in with this armlet Echo Saber. Will hit extremely hard.
Yeah, blink. That's why. Gotta blink, bro.
All right, we sound like broken records. Let's talk about how fast he farms, dude. With Echo Saber. You know that he crits really hard on creeps now, or twice as much. Let's watch him go. What do you think about that? 1200 damage crit on neutrals.
Yeah, if that happens on heroes, I'm sold.
Well,
I'm sold, but just creeps.
well, you know, one thing for serious, you say that FDL needs a lot of time. I mean, I want to say they're kind of given time. Dragneel's getting one kill here and there, but it's not.
They're not getting Roshan because they're
Yeah.
starter. Like once they get, well, that's the thing with their heroes. They can't push towers that quick because they don't have good heroes to kill towers.
Yeah, that's a theme that I've been noticing. Like, a lot of heroes that are great catch, great team fight, just can't ever high ground.
I actually like Necrobook on Queen this game, especially against Wraith King as well. Like we
Okay.
don't see that item on Queen that often. It's a very situationally good item, on Queen of Pain especially. The stats are great on Queen,
I agree.
and it gives you a lot of solo kill potential. It's also a very old school build. Like
It
back,
is.
back in Dota 1.
I remember Melk buying it on MYM days.
Yeah, it was a great solo kill item. Like you just blink poison, and you use your Necrobooks to kill the hero.
Sure.
Relocate, lasso into relocate.
Oh, CC, so dead. No relocate in sight. The relocate a little bit kind of off the mark. No, it's right on mark, excuse me. And the Crush is going to follow through. Great static storm. Unfortunately, they Bane walks right into a Snake King. It's going to get stunned and doomed up. They're going to get a quick kill on Snake King, but they're going to lose so much more. MJ is going to be Yules up in the air. The Crush is going to follow through. It misses, though. And now it's everybody on disengage. A short blink from Quap, but I think Dragneel lost way more than they should have in that engagement.
Yeah, because
Did Queen not have ult there?
he had all, but he didn't want to use it.
Okay.
I think they were just greedy because Bat just blinked in and he committed for the kill on the Bane after that great static storm from CV, almost killing the Bane there. Great placement. And I think if the Slaughter actually landed the second, I think it was the second crush that he actually missed on the Prophet, then Queen of Pain would have unloaded the ultimate that he hit 2 heroes. But because he only hit the Doom. So it was a few reasons why they actually lost the fight. But Slaughter's going for, wow, he's actually going for Shadow Blade.
Interesting.
Carry build.
Yeah. I mean, talk to me about Shadow Blade over some other choices like AC for eventual high ground. We already talked about Dragneel, how bad they're high grounding.
They're not going to be able to high ground. Their lineup is just basically
kill people.
Control map. Yeah, they kill people, they control map, they continue in the base, and they get multiple Roshans because they're on Dire, they have Slaughter. And that's why I've been expecting them to get a Roshan. Like, they need to be able to get this Roshan.
Well, at least the new upgrade to the Shadow Blade gives you some decent stats. Clairvoyance gonna get picked.
It's probably gonna know that there's vision there on him. That's why they just jumped on him, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a ward on the high ground on the Radiant side.
Do they have both blinks picked up now? I saw Doom having one. I think the Wraith King also has his.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is go time here for FDL. And this would be a very strong time. If they get like another strong pick, let's say against one of the cores, they could get Roche.
Bottom?
Yeah. There's a Nightmare.
Oh, he's screwed.
And easy kill. So when do you look for Roche if you're Radiant? Maybe after a core kill, or you can just go straight in now?
I think they can go. They can go probably. Maybe they don't feel confident. I'm not sure, but I think they can go.
Okay.
There's DP. They need to commit DP out if they want to go.
Now I haven't seen a Wraith King in my own game, and I haven't played him yet. But does the double crit works on Roche or no? Because I think that'll affect.
I don't know. I haven't tried it. Not
Yeah.
sure.
Well, Roshan is a bit weird.
But he's an ancient. I don't think it should though.
It's basically hero or non-hero.
It's broken if it works on Roshan. I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
It's not fair. They need vision. They're trying to find. Bad Rider's trying to lay down his Firefly here.
Oh,
And
he won't get punished.
Once again, Dragneel are going to split up the map. We see Mason on the Slara.
Oh, is he dead? That's the question. And Doom's going to commit it as well. And
Yes,
Staking
he's
definitely
doomed.
dead. I think this is Roche time. Like, that's the best anti-Roche hero. Gone. No? Okay, no Roche. They're going to push
They
this.
want the tower. They just want the towers first.
Okay.
Like if you remove all the towers near around Roche, it makes it very hard for Dire to contest the Roche later in the future.
They might go Roche right after
Oh,
this.
they're gonna push high ground. Actually, they might want to go high ground.
Okay, alright.
Yep,
That's a big boy play. I like it.
Death Prophet ultimate. They're gonna be able to do a lot of damage here.
Well, we may have some doubts about the draft in the first 10 minutes, but in the last couple of minutes, it's looking really good. Slaughter gets
Wow,
stunned
look at
up.
that sentry.
Yeah. The Radiants are prepared.
Nice Shadow Bait, bro. They say.
That was a Wisp relocating back just to join the fight, but I'm not sure exactly what he's going to do.
What?
Are they going to just straight up get a Rax here? Slaughter's going to come in, commit, Static Storm to like 3. Great play here from the Dire side. Can they kill anybody? That's a question. First hit bash on CC. CC going to go down. The Wraith King, though, in the middle, just right-clicking away. Big crit on Queen of Pain, trying to focus on the Wisp. Going to get the kill. Now the kinetic field is going to hit on every Radiant hero. I don't think they care, though. They're going to just focus on the building. Raven King's going to die, but he has a secondary life. Can they kill him a second time? That's a question. They already got the range cracks. The melee rack's going to get focused on by Bane of all people. And they do get the racks. Finally, they will have to basically pay with everyone's life.
The Bane, the hero.
Nah,
Lumi,
man.
the
He's
support
the
is the
captain,
hero.
man. He's got the big picture in sight. They're like,
Objective. Guys, we need to get a Rex.
that's why he's the captain.
Oh, he knows what is definitely important there. Trading all their lives for the racks.
All right, so remember when I said 10 minutes later, things are going to turn around?
Yeah, because Dragneel.
I mean, if you think about it, they had a bat farming the jungle. He just got caught out.
Twice in a row, you know, like, and they didn't go Roshan after winning the first 2 fights when they had Slara. I understand not taking towers, you know, because their heroes are bad at taking towers, but at least they have to get the Roshan. And you can't just... Oh, glimpse. You can't just kill and not secure objectives.
Oh, they're going to try their best to kill CC. Yule Scepter for himself, and they're going to get the kill. This Wisp is everywhere.
So are they going Roshan finally?
Maybe.
Are they deciding, oh, we can actually go Roshan, we have Slara? Oh no.
Winter, it sounds like you're hating on them a bit, man.
I'm not hating, I'm just merely saying that there's Roshan and they have Slara.
Alright, fair enough.
And
I agree.
And it's 25 minutes and they're on Dire.
They want to get more experience on Roshan.
Dude, you are friends with Jackie Mao. Jackie Mao will be calling Roshan at minute, what, 8, 7
Yeah.
with Slara when you win a team fight.
Dude, he'll be calling for Roshan even when they haven't won a team fight. They're like, we can smoke it, let's go.
You can do it with the Slara +1.
Yeah. I remember when I used to play Dota with Jackie Mao. Every 3 seconds he asked me, do we have a smoke? Do we have smoke? I'm like, we just used like 4 smoke. Do we have smoke?
Just tell him smoking is bad for your lungs.
Yeah.
Tell him that.
Now I just give him mango when he asks for smoke.
Oh, Stan King. Caught out.
That's a pretty YOLO dive under the tower. The Rap's going to cancel the Blink Dagger from
Really?
Snake King. No, they're going to go in for again. Meg's going to come through from MJW, but the burst damage is right there. They could go for a little bit more. Do Yule
They are
Scepter
not
picks him up?
stopping.
Crush. Yeah, that's going to be another fight, another kill. Good stuff. This is literally NA
Who was,
Dota.
who was the YOLO team that you were talking about?
I mean, they
I
were
didn't-
look at the minimap. They were between two towers. I thought
Dude.
that was YOLO.
FDL were YOLO when they're trying to run in to save that guy.
My
They
bad.
were the YOLO guys. Dragneel
Okay.
knew what they were doing actually, Lumi.
Okay.
Radiant's middle tower is under
They,
attack.
they had Aegis and they had the initiation.
It's so hard to call these NA games, man.
I don't
Things
even
are
know-
happening.
I don't even know what's going on.
Like,
Oh.
okay. Look at that 2 hits. No crits. Don't need it.
Man, you are the real hater of Echo Saber.
What?
You call me a hater.
I love Echo Saber.
No, you don't. You clearly don't.
What do you mean?
You're making fun of the
Dude,
item.
without Echo Saber, he couldn't have gotten that kill unless he critted.
Well, what if he had another item?
Would it give you 2 hits in 0.6 seconds slow?
Nope.
Would it allow you to farm like a boss right now?
Nope.
Exactly. Echo Saber, best item in the game, right? Snaking, gonna get fun. Yeah.
This is happening way too much.
Thinks snaking is
This
working.
is, this is what that's breaking on the tempo like so many times. The bad rider getting caught like in the early game, like you know from minute 10 to minute 20. There's a few pickoffs on the bat like that.
And Bash should be really the last person that gets picked off like this. But it
Yeah,
happens.
but I guess they need like out of the 3 cores, they need 2 heroes pushing the lanes. So sometimes bad rider has to be pushing the lanes when Starla's getting like they need to. It's like a rotation system, you know.
Okay.
If bad is pushing the lane, Starla shouldn't show as because he's going to hunt. Like
Right.
always only 2 should be on the map. That's what I feel like. If you show 3 heroes on the map, like 3 lanes, someone is gonna die.
Can you make the argument that let's say if Bat Rider's pushing, essentially Wisp +1 doesn't show, and then you it's the same thing,
You can't just show it like that's my
You can't
point.
show 3 cores.
You can't
yeah.
show 3 cores on
Yeah,
on
okay.
lanes. That's basically it. Like someone has to be farming the jungle, and if you look at their heroes, Bat should be the best candidate for that.
Well, Bat's gonna make his life a little bit easier. I imagine that's a Lincoln sphere that he's
Yeah,
working
he already
with.
has the perseverance.
Yeah. So, you know, Radiance though is coming up soon.
Dude, use your mouse. Are you that lazy?
I don't. Weapons. What do you think we pay him for?
No, can't you just? Oh yeah, whatever. Okay, my bad.
He has to work for his pay.
I'm sorry. I thought you had your own.
No, I was just observing the game with my mind, Winter. I don't usually.
I'm like, why wouldn't you just click on the pad right yourself?
I don't need to click on it. Weapons doing such a good job that like every couple of minutes I see all the items. Look, now he's clicking on Creator Paint to show me.
Yeah, and now Wraith King has Radiance.
Yeah. So this is like a slow start build on Wraith King, right?
And he gets what? Look what he just bought.
What did he just buy?
Oh, he sold it. He bought a stick.
He misclicked, dude.
So basically, you're saying he's having a slow start. But is this actually the build right now on Wraith King?
I agree with the armlet first, not the
I
Echo
know.
Saber second.
What you don't like? I thought you said you liked the Echo Saber.
Not in this game, right? I mean, we talked about how important it was for him to get a blink to initiate, and it was so lucky for FDL to get that Rax. If
Okay.
they didn't get that Rax, I don't know.
Radiance, let's go.
All right, blink in, finds nobody. Clairvoyance gonna get stunned up. Glimmer Cape, but right under a sentry. Harder.
Yep, it's not gonna be so easy because if Bat is alive, they siege the you have to send your DP like somewhat close enough to do that. So he could just get lassoed and you don't have.
Really like Prophet going Mjolnir. It's a fairly standard build nowadays, but especially against Bat Rider. Standing under that fire for Wraith King, man. You just proc that lightning all day long.
You put the charge on your Wraith King, dude.
That's what it meant. It was on the Wraith King. And it's gonna proc all day long. Is it gonna be second lane of Rex? Well, Bat Rider's still alive, so it's gonna be somewhat harder.
Yep, it's not gonna be so easy because if Bat is alive, they siege the you have to send your DP like somewhat close enough to do that. So he could just get lassoed and you don't have great support to actually. I mean, you can Nightmare the DP, but that's not like great to save her. So it's very risky if they push without killing anyone against the Bat.
Okay, so for Dragneel in this case, looks like we're gonna see a little bit of relocate action. Oh, it's on cooldown. It's gonna go on him anyways.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Maybe he expected to have relocate backup? Okay, the man fight ensues.
Yeah, man. Oh.
Can't man fight against Echo Saber. Are they all dead? No, Bat Rider. Bat Rider being real cocky though.
Typical NA game, yeah. Being real cocky.
Being very confident. How about that?
Okay, being very confident
Yeah. Just like that Slaughter was.
earlier. That was actually the fight that lost all their momentum. The top fight when he actually died first,
Yeah.
and when they had 2 blinks. That was I think that was the most costly mistake. I know I've been talking about a bad rider,
Mm-hmm.
but that mistake from Slada I thought earlier in the game was the biggest mistake that actually ruined the whole tempo. That fight.
Look, at good teams, we don't point fingers, Winter. We just try to win at whatever given situation.
Okay, the buff on the Wraith King.
Yeah.
Look at it go.
But he's actually taking a ton of damage. Is he gonna die?
Level 16.
Okay.
1 minute cooldown.
Alright, that was kind of weird. That was not bad.
Didn't even have to use lasso for that.
Yeah. Alright, so tell me who Dragneel wants to focus in a fight.
Not Wraith King. Death Prophet.
Death Prophet, if you get a
Yeah.
quick kill. I mean, it's hard though. There's a mecha line, she has Yules.
You have Bat Rider, so if Bat Rider's alive, that's gonna be easy.
Okay.
Lasso, AM damage, drag him in, dead. Queen of Pain has to go. I actually don't like the Queen of Pain build this game. I mean, the use was fine, but then Aghanim's, I'm not sure. Like
Why not?
Because they don't have like, I don't know. I just think that the Queen has to go like DPS build.
Like something like a AC.
AC, like
Go
just carry
Bloodthorn
build.
after.
I don't know about Bloodthorn, but
I like Aghanims for the
Late
fact that it helps you counter push right now. Like they're kind of in an awkward spot where they lost the racks 20 minutes in.
yeah, get a Maelstrom.
Okay, fine.
I don't know, I just don't like it personally. Because I feel like their lineup, they need someone else to compensate in terms of doing damage. Because Slada is, you can't rely on Slada every time. Like, what if Slada can't hit because he's stuck in the trees? Sprout. Then who else is going to be doing physical damage? Bat is not going to be doing physical damage.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
That's why I don't like to build this game.
I like the fact that Snake King does have a gem though. It helps them control the map vision on
Oh, he
their
actually
side.
bought his own gem.
Yeah.
I'm quite surprised.
I mean, he's actually fairly rich.
Yeah.
Okay, smoke, and then he breaks the smoke.
But he's the kind of player that will expect bullying the support to get a gem for him.
Snake King's a bully. No, Snake King's a very nice guy. In real life. Uh-oh, initiate. But he
Oh,
blinked.
the
Oh,
bait.
the crush misses. And now Clairvoyant's in a lot of trouble. He's going to have to glimmer himself and get that out. It's a disengage time. Okay. They want to come. No, okay. You don't want to go to Wraith King.
That bait.
Really? Really?
Oh, they're going to drop the Static Storm?
Okay, that's some next level play, but Clairvoyant's going to be first one to drop. They kill the Bait immediately. How do you deal with the Wraith King's second life? I don't know. Dragneel doesn't know. They're just running for their life. Slaughter is trying to man fight against MJW, but he's doomed up and he's going to be dead. So relocate back up? No. Then straight up call it GG.
What was... Why...
What?
Why did they lasso... I don't know, man. Why did you lasso the Wraith King? Of all the heroes there...
Winter, there's only enough place for one king. And Snake King got to send a message.
Yeah, send a message to his teammates to be upset, yeah? Lassoing the Wraith King.
I don't know if that's a Snake King thing or just a Dragneel thing, but
Well, after he lassos the Wraith King...
So I asked you, who do they want to focus? And you're like, not the Wraith King. And that's exactly why.
Definitely 110% not the Wraith King. I'm sorry.
Are you telling me that hero has 2 lives and you come back and slow your whole team?
You don't focus Wraith King, come on. Yeah, he's gonna slow your whole team. Like, just drag someone else, the DP, whatever, like...
Well, the Wraith King was in a good position, right? He's in the front.
Because he has 2 lives!
Yeah! So I'm saying Dragneel should just back off, you know?
Yeah, if you can't drag someone else, you just back off.
Hey, we're on camera now. You should look at the camera.
No.
No.
Just kidding.
Winter's very angry. Oh, I don't think there's much to say beyond what we said in that game, right? Again, I still feel like that game was fairly lucky for FDL. That one bat, or multiple pickoff on the Slaughter and the bat into
Yeah,
straight racks.
I don't think it was like a draft, like, it's just a... Both teams had different type of strategies, and obviously, early game they were winning Dragneel because of the weakness of
FDL.
FDL's lineup, where they didn't have tempo control.
Right.
After the laning phase, Doom was their tempo control early, because he stabilized the lanes, roaming around,
Sure.
running around. But then after that, you saw when the blinks came online, the game was like, oh crap, what can they do? They're just gonna jump on
It
that.
was so easy.
Yeah, so easy to
for
play.
Dragneel at that
But
point.
then they didn't get Roshan with their lineup. They didn't abuse the fact that they were on Diane, they had Slada. They forgot they had AM damage. So they didn't build on the advantage they had. They make a couple of sloppy plays.
Yeah.
They gave away kills. Their lineup was built around killing heroes, killing Roshan.
Sure.
They can't push towers. So once that didn't happen for them and they gave away kills, the kills mean so much, you know.
Yeah.
Gave so much away. So that was the issue they had.
Also, I think having a Necro book would remedy the situation of maybe you could at least push down some tier 1 towers. Because the mid tier 1 was still alive, right? For a majority of that game.
Yeah, I just didn't like the itemization of the queen that game. Not at
Okay.
all.
Well, hopefully for game 2, they could kind of change things up. But with that in mind, let's take a quick break. The lobby is up, so game 2 is coming up soon. Don't go anywhere, guys. Game 2 with Lumi and Winter will be coming back soon.